It tells us in Acts, the 4th chapter, that while Peter and John were talking to the people, the chief priests, the captain of the temple, police, and some of the Sadducees came over to them, very disturbed that they were claiming that Jesus had risen from the dead, and they arrested them. Now, why would they be so upset that Peter and John were proclaiming that Jesus was resurrected from the dead? This is just a few weeks probably after Jesus had been crucified, and now his disciples are claiming that he was raised from the dead. But isn't this just a religious matter that you can believe this if you want to, or that if you want to, and it really doesn't make that much of a difference? Well, apparently not, because these officials were so upset about this that they took Peter and John into custody, and they had a trial very soon, because this was very serious. They knew that if this teaching about the resurrection got out, that it would change everything. And they knew that they had to try to put a stop to it, or their whole way of thinking about life was going to be overturned. It just doesn't seem to do that for us anymore in the Western world, but it should. The resurrection should change everything. Now, when they lived it out, this is later on the same chapter, Acts 4, it says, "With great power the apostles bore witness to the resurrection of the Lord Jesus, and grace rested liberally on all of them. Not one among them suffered need, for those who owned fields or houses sold them, brought the proceeds of the sale, and deposited the money at the feet of the apostles, and it was distributed according to all who had need." It changed the way people thought about money, and that is powerful. It changed the way that people thought about religion. It changed the way that people thought about life, because now life is not bound by life, the birth and death. It is now goes on into eternity, because we know, because Jesus came back from the dead, that we too can have this life that goes on beyond the grave. And we live differently today because of what that means to us.